What's up guys, Jab here, back with a brand new video. Sorry for the lack of uploads for the last couple of days. I got sick, unfortunately. I'm still sick, but today was the first day that I was actually feeling good enough to actually like do something. So yeah, sorry for the lack of uploads, but hopefully I get a little bit better quicker and we can get back to the daily upload grind. We're getting super close to 25,000 subs, so I'll be grinding it out until we get there. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do so. It really does help us out. But yeah, anyway, Rainbow Six Mobile, that's the topic of today's video. I made a video just a few days ago talking about how the game was going to be coming back. We went over all of the changes and stuff, all of the new things that they brought to the game. If you missed that video, I highly recommend checking it out. But basically, the game is now resuming its soft launch period. So it is playable now on Android and on iOS. I have it on Android. I was able to get it through the TapTap store. I'm sure most of you guys know TapTap, but if you don't, it's just an alternative app store to the Google Play Store. I was able to download it there, no problems, and I've been able to play from the US, despite the US not being in the selected regions, and I haven't had to use the VPN or anything like that. Now I wanted to go ahead and give some of my quick thoughts, just basically like 45 minutes to an hour of gameplay, and just kind of give my thoughts on the game, if I noticed any changes, if I noticed any of the things new that were added to the game and stuff like that. So the first thing that I noticed right off the bat was the new tutorial. That was actually pretty good. I think it did a pretty decent job at explaining the game's mechanics and stuff like that. They also did part of it on the new map, which was really nice to see the new map in action and stuff as soon as you open up the game, the new restaurant map, that is. So that was pretty cool too. I also really like that they give you the option to skip the tutorials entirely. One of the most annoying things in mobile games is when they try to hold your hand throughout the entire time and they don't let you skip tutorials and they don't let you, get right into what you want to actually do. And so that was something that I actually really appreciated. I did play a little bit of it just because I wanted to see the changes to the tutorial, but then once I got the idea of it, it was really nice to just be able to, press skip and then move on to the next thing. So that was a really good thing. I really like seeing that new map, and I really do like that new tutorial. I feel like the old one was kind of just a little bit too basic, and it didn't let you skip it either, at least back when I played it. So that was a new nice feature too. Now moving on from that, the second thing that I immediately noticed were the graphics, of course, while playing and stuff like that. I actually went ahead and put it on the highest settings possible on my Galaxy S24. And one thing that I noticed was it actually heats up my device like a pretty decent amount, to the point of, while I was trying to play and record some of this gameplay that you guys were watching here, I ended up not using one of the recordings that I got, even though I got like really good gameplay, because the frame rate was actually kind of dropping a little bit. And I had to, basically attach my cooler to my phone after so that I could record the gameplay that you guys are watching now. So that was one thing that I noticed. I never really noticed that before in Rainbow Six Mobile. I never really noticed my device like heating up like crazy or anything like that. But this new version, I guess on the highest settings, it can push a device. One thing I would have wished they would have added is an additional FPS option. They still only have either 30 or 60, but for these, more competitive like first-person shooters and stuff, it's really nice to have 120 or even like 90 FPS. And my device, I know, especially if I run it on the lowest settings, my device could definitely push a frame rate that high, especially if I got that cooler on too, And so it would be nice to have those additional FPS settings. I know a lot of people are probably going to be playing this on like iPad Pros and stuff. So it would be nice to see an additional 90 FPS mode or 120 FPS mode. They did also like really push that the game has controller support. I noticed multiple like pop-ups when I was in the main menu saying like, hey, did you know that there is controller support? And it shows an image of the controller and all that stuff. I didn't actually try controller support just yet. I do have an idea for a video that I want to do where I want to test out the controller support and stuff like that. But it is something that I do like that they're pushing, and I can't wait to actually try it out to see like how well was it implemented and stuff like that. But that was another thing that I actually really liked, the fact that it's not just some additional setting that's hidden in the settings menu, but something that they're actually advertising for people to go ahead and try. I also really like the new quick play option, the new like playlist. It basically is only like, it's a best of 2 rounds. So whoever gets 2 round wins wins. And so I found myself actually being like, wait, what? The game's already over? Like once we got 2 points or whatever. But I like that because it's meant to be quick. It's meant to be fast. Some of these type of games, you know, this like search and destroy type game modes, some of them can last a pretty long time. And especially when you're playing a match where like if you die at the beginning, you just have to watch now. You know, that can encourage players to kind of like leave and not finish the match and stuff like that. But with this quick play option, knowing that, you know, everything is like quicker and everything is like, you know, going faster, everyone has a diffuser, you know, these little changes that they made to it to make it a little bit, you know, faster. I actually appreciated that because sometimes I will want to play a ranked match where I play, you know, the full length game mode, but sometimes I only have 5 minutes and I want to play. So it's nice that we have that option now. But besides that, I didn't really notice anything too much, you know, that was different. Again, I only played for about an hour. So this video is really only meant to be like a quick, like first impressions. Obviously, I'm gonna have to play more to really, you know, soak in the new version of Rainbow Six Mobile and stuff, which I will do, of course. But it didn't really feel too much different after that. You know, new map, of course, really cool. New operator, really cool. I don't really like that the new operators will be locked behind the battle pass. That's something that I think is kind of whack, just because it does encourage you to buy the battle pass and you know, all that. But at the same time, not everyone is going to do that, whether they can't or they won't. You know, not everyone's gonna be able to do that, and having to wait for the entire like battle pass to be over just for that operator to now be purchasable. That is kind of lame in my opinion. I think it would be better if, you know, maybe they kept it in there, but like after a week or something, they allow you to buy the operator. Pokemon Unite does that actually. When they release new Pokemon in the game, they usually lock it to like the premium currency or the event. Like you have to play through the event to unlock that Pokemon for like the first week or two. And then after that, you could just buy them with your normal, you know, gold or whatever. So it gives players an incentive to spend money on the game and to play through these events. But then it, you know, they give access to the free to play players like just like a week after. So it would be nice if maybe Rainbow Six Mobile changed that, because locking the operators behind a battle pass until, you know, the battle pass is like fully over and stuff, that could be like 30 days. That could be, I don't know how long their battle passes are, but that could be like 30 days plus and stuff. And that kind of feels too long, especially if they release operators and they just happen to be like really OP, then it makes it kind of pay to win in a way, because you have to buy the battle pass to get the operator fast, and then now you have access to this new OP operator or whatever. So that's something that I don't like, and I hope they do revisit that. But yeah, that's pretty much my first impressions with Rainbow Six Mobile, not Warzone Mobile. That's pretty much my first impressions so far. I like the changes. I do hope that they maybe change that whole operator battle pass situation. But I do like that new map. I do really like the new quick play mode. I like the tutorial. I think it's going to do a better job at getting people to actually learn the game, you know, if they haven't played one of these type of games before. And I do like the overall gameplay and stuff. I just wish it felt a little bit more reactive to what I'm doing. Again, I have a feeling that's a server related issue, and I am playing it in a country that's outside of the selected countries, so that is probably my fault, but that's just something that I wanted to go ahead and mention. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. With all that being said, guys, thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.